Hello, 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 my collectors, my loves. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. We're tapping into the energy today to see how your Saturday is going to be. The first card that I had was Michael the Archangel, okay, which is associated with your root chakra, okay. This talks about your survival, your safety, your stability. So Michael the Archangel is one who protects you, okay. So the fact that this is coming up, you're finding that possibly in the past, maybe you didn't feel secure, maybe you didn't feel stable in your situations, you had a lot of challenges that you had to go through, but now you are finding that you have the strength to face any challenges that you have. You're not letting anything stand in your way from moving forward on your path, okay? You have the strength, you have the courage of Michael the Archangel. He's also around you, protecting you, okay? You call on him when you want to overcome difficulties, when you want to tackle challenges, when you want to meet them head on, when you want to empower you. Also, when you want to provide strength, protection, and when you need that extra courage to get through something, maybe to deal with a health issue, a work issue, a living situation, a relationship with your family, romance, work, just release any fear or any doubt. My light is blinking, so it's confirmation. My archangel is around me right now, protecting me as I do this reading, okay? So if you've been afraid to release something, see the light blinking? If you've been afraid to release any energy, anybody, from your life, you're finding that strength that you can let go now of what no longer serves you. This is a 35, and the 35 goes to an 8. 8 also talks about strength and a courage, taming that passion, all right, getting over obstacles, moving forward, okay. So that is a good sign on what the energy is for you to start off with for today. You're overcoming some obstacles, you're finding that strength to move forward, and let things go, okay. What else from my collective? Yes, you're okay. We have two. Let's start off with the magician in the mirror. All right, with the magician in the mirror, with this, you're alchemizing. Okay, you're taking everything that you've gone through and you're not allowing it to keep you down. So, like, if you dealt with negative energy, you're taking that hurt, you're taking that pain, and you're alchemizing it. Okay, you are becoming an alchemy. So, an alchemist. I'm sorry. Um, if you felt betrayed, you're not going to sit down and be victim and take that victim mentality and say, you know what, somebody hurt me. I'm my next relationships, I'm gonna hurt them before they can hurt me. No, that's not what you're doing. If you felt like you weren't loved, you're not going to say, well, they didn't love me, so I'm not going to show love to them. I'm going to use the next people because I felt like I was used. No, you're not doing that. You're deciding to say, well, you know what? Yes, I didn't feel love, but I'm going to give. I'm still going to give love. Yes, they hurt me, but I'm still going to be my authentic self. I'm not going to let the actions taken towards me change who I am. I know who I am. I'm going to continue to be who I am. I'm going to learn the lesson of that, and I'm going to come back stronger. Okay, that person is not going to win and have power and control over me by changing me and stopping me from loving and having new loving relationships. They're not going to stop me from being the boss that I am. I'm going to come back bigger, brighter, stronger. I'm going to be even more loving than I was with them, because now I'm pouring this love into myself. So I'm coming back stronger with more strength, more courage, more power. So the love that I've shown them, the next relationship I have, I'm going to show even more love. I'm going to be even more happier because now I'm even happier and I found my strength. I found myself. And you're alchemizing, okay? And now you're just being a boss, okay? That's what you're doing. Again, this is a 53, so another 8, overcoming obstacles. And if you look, you're like mirroring back. See, you were a 35, now you're 53. So the thing about this is you took that hurt, you've alchemized it, and you're just mirroring it back to them. You see how this number just reversed? You're mirroring back whatever they send to you. If they're sending you negative energy, you send that crap back. Boomerang it right back to them. The universe is just sending it right back, whatever was sent to you. So if someone's doing spell work, black magic, negative energy, negative talk, the universe, anything that they've done negativity to you, is sent it back to them as a form of karma. You know, the universe has a way of balancing things out. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to seek revenge. You don't have to speak ill on them. You don't have to do anything. You just you heal. As you heal, as you take the time to see what you need to heal about yourself, work on yourself, the universe will naturally balance itself out. What seeds you sow is what you get out. The fruits you is what come back to you. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. So I don't want to get this message out. But it's what you're going to get. It's what you're going to alchemize back. Okay, it's what you sow is what you reap. All right, so you just work on yourself, heal yourself, empower yourself, and whatever energy they're throwing at you is going to boomerang back. You see, the 35 to 53 is mirroring back to them. So if someone's talking ill on you, they're cursing themselves. If someone's doing black magic on you, well, they're cursing themselves. It's going back to them. You have the strength of Michael the Archangel. Michael the Archangel is standing up. He's defending you. He's working for you. He is fighting the enemy. So whatever they're trying to throw you away will not touch you. You're moving forward. You're protected. It's going back on them, okay? So they're reaping the consequences of whatever they're trying to throw you away. You are in balance, mind, spirit, soul. The angels are protecting you. They're telling you you are healed. You are healing. You have clarity. You're walking in love, all right? You're in alignment. That's a 48. That goes to a 12. You're looking at things from another perspective. Okay, you're letting go. You're surrendering. You're letting the universe guide you. You're letting your angels guide you. You have so much angel support out here, guys. I want to let you know that you're going to be prosperous. There might be a feminine in your energy, a woman around you, a spiritual guide. It could be around you here physically or in the spirit realm, but I feel like around you here physically. That has a lot of insight, all right? That's going to probably want to invest in you, help you, guide you in a way to support you if you're trying to start a business or give you advice, financial advice. So somebody is being spiritually led to you, okay, to encourage you. She could be a therapist. She could be a business owner. She could be a neighbor, a friend, a relative. Someone definitely, though, that's going to help you to increase your finances, lead you to the right people, offer you assistance, give you, advice as to how to start a business, the right direction to go to, how can she help you with this business. But she's going to be a great help to you. But definitely good luck and spiritually guided, okay? Understanding is someone you can talk to. It's a 42, all right? So 42s, what did I have? I do know about 42. I do want to say that's like man and God. 42, yes, is connection between man and God. I am correct on that. That is man and God. That is your connection between you and God. So this person definitely is a connector, a spiritual realm, like a spiritual angel sent here to help you. And somebody's connected between you and God. All right, I do know. I said I knew 42 was that. One more. Yeah, you're walking away. You're walking away from what no longer serves you. Okay, you're walking away out into the universe. You're walking into a big open field. Like, you're looking back. You taking a second to look back at the past, but you're deciding to leave. All right, you're deciding to leave the people you've given your time, your energy, your love to. You're acknowledging that, but you're realizing it's time to let you go. I've gone as far as I can with you. I've given you all that I can. I've learned what lessons there were to learn with you. My role is done. It's time to go forward. It's time to walk out into the big open space, into the world, and go on my next mission, my next job, to better myself, my next role. There's a lot of love. It's a lot of opportunities, and I'm walking towards those new opportunities, and I'm allowing spirit to guide me, to take me there. This is a 27, which goes to a 9. This is something you're doing now. You're going now. You're going out on faith. You're going out on trust, okay? You're walking away. This is what you're doing. All right, so this is the new beginning, the new opportunity that you are deciding to take. So you're walking away, and you're just walking away in faith, okay? And you trust in the universe that they have your back and that they know what's best for you, okay? So give me more. Clarify for me. Let's get some tarot, and then we're gonna get some more cards. I want to clarify first chakra, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Someone's feeling like they've missed the opportunity with you. Okay? They feel like they missed the opportunity with you because they blocked their emotions. They're feeling emotionally drained. Someone knows that they're not going to have a new beginning with you. And they know that they won't have this new beginning with you because they held back how they truly feel. They know that it's over. They feel like you're now blocking your emotions with them, that you close your heart to them. Thank you. Yeah, somebody that you're at conflict with. You could have had you could have had a fight with them, some harsh words with them. And I feel like when you had these harsh words with them, and I feel like it's because they were putting you in competition, you know. This is someone, and this is the thing, like, this is the person who you had to find the strength, the 35. Okay, so we're confirming the 35, the one that you had to find the strength to overcome, to walk away from, okay, to protect yourself. So this is who now feel like you're blocking their, and you found the strength to walk away from them because they're blocking their emotions from you, and they feel like they missed the opportunity with you, all right? And now they feel emotionally drained. They're in their feelings, they're sad, they're depressed, they feel emotionally drained, and that's because they were putting you in competition with other people. They were out and they weren't growing, so there was disagreements between you guys, okay? And you were in a position where you felt internally conflicted about really what to do with this person because you love them, you had feelings for them, but they weren't treating you in a way that you felt like you deserved. You didn't feel loved, you didn't feel cared for, you know. You felt like you were doing all that you can, but you weren't being seen, you weren't being heard, you weren't being validated, you weren't being cared for, your needs weren't being met. This person was giving you a sorry ass offer. All right, they were telling you yes they cared, but this person with this page, they were immature. They gave you immature love. All right, fake apologies. Someone who claimed to be intuitive or thought they were intuitive and thought that, you know, they thought they knew you. All right, they thought they knew everything. They thought they had all the answers, but really their intuition was blocked, not working. Okay, so they didn't know everything they thought they knew. Okay, you could have also had a child from this person, could have been a male child, but I feel like this person, they with this being a page of cups, this person, they had a way with words, okay? So even when you would have these conflicts with them and have these conversations with them, and you may have at times felt like, you know, I'm done. This person always had a way when they come back in with their fake apology, without really taking accountability for what they were doing. They always had a way to say just the right thing to be able to get back in with you, for you to give them another chance, okay? If you get what I'm saying, if I'm not losing you, they always just had a way for you to be able to forget them. I think that a little time would pass and you would come and you would forget them, okay? And this was definitely someone that you were drawn to, that, you know, there was a lot of passion there between the two of you. This person could have been a leader, you know, could have had their own business or had a nice position in a company that they did work for. All right, somebody who was very confident. They had a vision of where they wanted to go in life. You know, this is somebody that could have been a go-getter, wanted to accomplish goals, and you saw them as somebody who wanted to be something, have something in life, and you know, you admired that in them. Okay, this was somebody that you definitely were drawn to sexually. They could have been very attractive, could have been a very tall, handsome, masculine you were drawn to. Okay, somebody that had some type of authority, a very confident person, probably even had like some money, but this is somebody that had a wandering eye too. Okay, if I have to be honest with you, they had a wandering eye, and not only did they have a wandering eye, but they had a way with words. So this was a flirt. Okay, but the thing about it is, this is somebody who also misused their power. All right, this was somebody that knew how to use their words, but instead of using their words, to just be honest, they would use their words to manipulate, for their own will, because we have this Ace of Wands in reverse. So like I said, they misuse their power, okay? And this caused you to be very frustrated with them. And I feel like at this point, this person's feeling frustrated, and they're feeling frustrated because now that you're in this magician power and you're manifesting and you're alchemizing for yourself, this person is getting some backlash. 1505, when I say that, they're not manifesting. So now they're receiving some karma for misusing their power with you. Okay, the universe is throwing back. Like I said, this was the mirroring back. How they came at you, how they mistreated you. Now they're not able to be creative. Now they're not able to go out and have these new beginnings, all right? Their creativity is blocked. Their words that they use to try to charm you, to charm their way back in for your forgiveness, is like you see through it now. You recognize it as gaslighting. You recognize it as manipulation. You're no longer charmed. You're walking away from it, regardless of how much time, how much love, how much energy you put into it in the past, how much forgiveness. Now you see it. You see this moon, like you're no longer given to the emotion, the illusion. Yes, you had good times with them. Yes, you have memories. You're taking those memories with you. And you're willing to say, we could have had a family. We could have had a lot of good times, a lot of great moments. I spent a lot of years, months, weeks with you. I enjoyed family moments, vacations, laughs, but there were also heartaches. But now it's time to leave you behind. I had a lot of love for you, but I just have to love you at a distance. This is what you're saying now, okay? Because too much has been said, too many obstacles. Like, that you have to move on, but you have to move on for your own personal growth. It's just time to let go, all right? You have to walk away to go towards something new, to start something new, all right? Yes. And the reason you walk away is because this person resisted to change. They just weren't changing. No matter, how much you tried, no matter how much time you gave them, all right, this person just did not want to change. They were stagnating their relationship. And by them stagnating their relationship, they're stagnating your growth. And you came to a point where you had to realize, hey, like you're not just I'm holding on to you, giving you time, being patient with you. But while I'm sitting here being patient, waiting for you to grow up, waiting for you to change, like I'm holding myself back. You're like an anchor on my leg because of the fact that I'm giving you all of this grace, and you're not doing anything, and you're still doing the same things, lying, cheating, manipulating, hoeing, and we're playing the same back and forth game. Like you're keeping me from what I need to do because now you're draining my emotions, you're draining my energy, you're putting me in a headspace. No, I have to let you go. I have to let you go for my sanity. I have to let you go for my growth. Like you're afraid to change, or either you just don't want to change, but your stagnation is causing me to be held back from my new beginning. You're now wasting my time. And the thing about it is when the universe hands you a gift, when they hand you an opportunity, when opportunity knocks, like you need to take advantage of the opportunity when opportunity knocks. The universe is not going to wait on you. You can't say, God, I love that you're sending me this opportunity for this great love, this great success. But right now, I'm waiting on my man to get it together. So can you just hold it for 1 second until he's ready? Like you think that's how it works? No, that's not how it works. So either you realize that your man holding you back, and you say bye man, and you go when God give you the opportunity for that greatness, or you sit there and you go through whatever karmic consequences that's gonna come along with him holding you back with him. So like, and I feel like collective, just like, I'm sorry, I'm love you at a distance. Maybe one day you'll get it together. Maybe one day we could be friends, if you ever catch up to where I am. But right now God give me an opportunity and I gotta go. I have to go, but I do have to go right now. So what else? This person feared changing. They stagnated to the point where you had to leave. And I feel like now they want to rush into you They want to rush into you with some communication, send you a message here, because we have incoming messages coming in very quickly for you. Movement, action, travel. They're either going to travel towards you, to pop up on you, give you some fast communication. See, this person's running them fast. This is a night. Their ambitions, they're determined. They want to say something to you. We're trying to find out what they want to say to my collective. Like, what do they want to say so bad? Now they're charging. Now that they see you moving, you're not hesitate, you're not talking, you're not communicating with them, you're going on about your business. Now they want to say, hey, I want to come in and balance this situation. I want to balance this relationship. Don't leave. I want to be friends. I want harmony. I want to heal what we have. I don't want you to walk away for good, And they just really trying to avoid a disaster in their life, because they know that once you walk away, they're like, they have to go back, and they know that you're a missed opportunity. Remember, we start this thing off with them saying, hey, I know I missed a great opportunity with you because I blocked my emotions. I didn't tell you how I feel. I didn't share my heart. I didn't open my heart. I didn't give you love. I took love and I didn't give love. They realized that they missed an opportunity for a great loving person, which is you, because they put you in competition with other people that don't even compare to you, gave you sorry ass cup with fake love, fake promises, fake energy, and why they slept with other people, did things with other people, to the point that you had to walk away. When God say walk away, you said, I'm walking away. God said, I got something better. You said, okay, God, I'm with you. I'm leaving this person's weighing me down. I'm gone. Now they see you gone. Now they see you're not interested in coming back. Now they want to rush into you with a message and say, hey, no, don't go. I want to heal this relationship. I want to balance this out. I want our friendship back, And they're doing it because they want to avoid a tower. They want to avoid the tower, the disaster of realizing that once you go, they're now stuck with these people that don't measure up to you. These women or these men that aren't on your caliber, that aren't as loving, that aren't as trustworthy, that aren't as giving, that aren't building them, that aren't with unconditional love, great, possibly that aren't the gift from God, okay? That aren't that 10, that dime, that angel. That's not the same, all right? That's going to give them karmic consequences, not the full embodiment of the blessings, all right? And this is the conflict that they have now. This is what they face. This is what they have now. Now they feel like they're in relationships because now, yes, they do have this tower coming in. Now, yes, they are going through conflicts in their life, Now they're in relationships where they're being betrayed. They have internal conflict. They have external conflict. They have people betraying them, all right? People using them, trying to win at all costs. People manipulating them, Now they're realizing, I messed up. I messed up. And they are in mental conflict. They're in mental conflict because they know that they juggled you for what? For what? For people they can't even trust. Okay? That's what they did. They realized that they juggled you. They gave too wrong. They juggled their priorities. They put work ahead of you. They put partying with their friends ahead of you, their family ahead of you, adult kids ahead of you, other people's opinions ahead of you, other things ahead of you. Never had time for you. Could have dealt with the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now they're going within. Now they're trying to really take a look at things and see, like, where did I go wrong? Why did I do it? Why was I so impulsive to put all these other things ahead of the great person that I had? Now they're seeing that I really had a dime and I lost it. I had a jewel, I had a diamond, and I treated it like a damn crystal. I had a dime and I treated it like a penny. It's like I had a real gift and I didn't even acknowledge it. I stuck it up on the shelf, didn't do anything. Now it's gone. Now that it's gone, now I realize what I had and I can't get it back. All right? All because I wanted material wealth. All because I wanted to keep partying with my family, all because I was worried about, financial security, worried about partying, doing things family traditions, putting my family first, putting everything first, putting, partying first, celebrating first, doing all of this stuff. And I let trickery, I let deception, I let all of this stuff. My family was deceiving me. They were tricking me. They were manipulating me. I let my self-doubt get in the way. And now I lost this gift, this great blessing that God gave me, all because of what? And for what? Like, what do I have to show for it? What do I have to show? This is what's going on in this person's mind right now. Like, this is what this person has to deal with, and you're gone. But they want to rush in. They want to rush into you now. They want to rush now, now that you have the strength to move on. Now that you're spending time with your family, now that you're happy, some of you could have had another child. Some of you could have moved, okay? Some of you just decided, I'm going to roll with the punches. Whatever goes, whatever comes, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm not going to let nothing stand in my way, because remember, you have that strength of Michael the Archangel. You got out of that sticky situation. You didn't let it hold you back, all right? You know that there's a great positive future out there, and you're going towards it. And now this person say, I want to come and rebuild with you. I want to fix our relationship. I want my friendship back. Michael the Archangel's right here said, we're here to help you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors said, we're here to help you continue moving forward. Call on us if you need us. We're right here. Your person could be facing some legal issues that be going on with this conflict they have going on in their life with their family. They may be in trouble with the police, with the law. They may be trying to seek help. You may have to, at some point, get a restraining order on this person if they don't leave you alone. You definitely dealt with somebody who felt like the rules did not apply to them, whether they were universal rules, whether they were just actually rules down here and, earthly rules, Maybe they're into some work, they're doing shady business, maybe they're doing illegal activity, maybe they're scamming, okay? Maybe they're just doing something, but they just feel like they live by their own rules, all right? You may need to ask for help from somebody, all right? You may just need to pay attention to your surroundings, or you might just need to make sure that be careful when speaking with someone, because somebody just might be hiding something from you, okay? Might be hiding that they're still involved with a third party. They're still out here celebrating, okay, that they're moving quietly, but be careful, because there is a snake behind you. Somebody is willing to bite, all right? How they're coming in to talk to you, they may be coming in, but they don't have good intentions. They're covering something up. They're not telling you everything, not exposing everything. Again, you have protection, Michael the Archangel, here to protect you from getting bit, from what somebody is trying to cover up and hide from you, okay? So be on guard, be lookful, be careful. Somebody might have some health issues that they're not telling you about. Somebody could have caught an STD out here, all right, from a third party, all right? Somebody needs to balance themselves, heart, mind, and soul. All right. Somebody needs to make healthy choices. You need to make sure that you're making healthy choices. Somebody might need to get a healthcare checkup. Somebody might have something going on with their blood pressure. Watch their blood pressure or heart problems. Okay. Somebody might need to change their diet. It may be affecting their health. Perhaps you need to change your diet. Okay. Somebody needs to be conservative with their money. Maybe there's someone's losing finances, they're overspending. All right, you just make sure you're spending in moderation. All right, again, we're talking about making healthy choices. If this person comes back towards you wanting to sleep with you, make a healthy choice in not sleeping with this person. I'm telling you, somebody may have an STD on this board and they're covering it up. They're not telling you. Okay, be intelligent with your decisions. All right. Somebody might be trying to save money or look at getting a loan to start their business on their own. If that's what you're trying to do, if you're thinking about maybe making a healthy choice and investing in your own business, it will be prosperous in the end. So go ahead and do that, all right? It will be valuable. You will reap the rewards from that. It will be a a profitable business, but you are going to need to put it in the necessary hard work to make it. All right. Just be careful, because everything is just not as it seems with somebody that you may be dealing with, or somebody that may want to come in and deal with you. All right. Somebody might want to give the appearance that everything is all well, they're happy, everything is going well for them, and that's not the case. Look deeper in what they're not telling you. They're really depressed in the inside, although they may come in looking playful, looking happy. All right. That's not the case. All right. Somebody could have had a child, could have gotten someone pregnant. They may have a male child, or they may come in looking like they're playful, happy, kiki, haha. You may have a child with this person. This person has a lot going on within. They're not telling you, okay? Some of you this person may come in, might be somebody that you went back and forth with, all right? Again, you could have had a child with this person, or you could have a child right now. In your life, and you're having some issues with that child in your life. You feel like you're going back and forth, or maybe somebody that you had a child with is trying to take you, because I have a legal card on here, I have to put this on my table. They may be trying to take you back and forth to court over a child that you're having to split that custody, or they're trying to get custody and you're going back and forth with, okay? So that might be something as well. So you need to be careful with that, because everything is not as it seems. Somebody might be trying to be tricky with that. They might be trying to do some deceptive work with some trashy behavior. They may be trying to do something, all right, but they don't. That's because they don't want the relationship to be over. But the relationship is done. The relationship with that child's parent is done, okay? You need to put it aside and know that it's time to move on. You need to change your way of thinking, all right? That person does have some trashy attitudes, some trashy behavior. So I feel like if there is some legal problems that you're going on, and if you're trying to get custody of that child, it will work out in your favor. You do have divine protection out here. You have a lot of protection out here. You're out alchemizing. So that would be temporary. It will be a temporary heartache, but you will get custody of that child, or things will work out for you in the best scenario. All right, somebody is up to some dangerous activity. Again, I do have this. I have the police, so somebody could get pulled over by the police for speeding, getting a ticket. All right, as well. And someone you dealt with definitely was a cheater. They were a runner at best too, running from their feelings, running from their emotions, all right? But I do feel like someone is trying to just keep something undercover, something that I want you to know. They're definitely living a fast life in the fast lane, doing things, all right? Something could have happened in the spring. Someone could have a birthday in April or May, or during the spring. They could have celebrated something. Something for you could have taken off in the spring. Something to take off for you next spring, all right? Something definitely going to bloom and blossom from you. It could be an anniversary date. Something that you did this spring could really blossom for you next year, where you see like the growth from what you started this spring, okay? You could meet somebody as well, and that's because you're out here doing your damn thing, all right, handling everything on your own. If you are ruled by Mars, all right, you're definitely going to see something blossom, all right. You're going to have a very loyal friend that's going to help you with whatever it is that you're trying to do, all right. And people are seeing you as a very stand-up person, a shoulder to lean on, very trustworthy. Something that you're doing is helping people, and that's what's going to blossom. You're going to have this blossom, this abundance coming towards you, and you're being spiritually protected, because you're out here doing something to help people, and that is what you're going to. It's going to cost your blessings. 32, 32 when I say that. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guides, for that assistance. Your person was out here celebrating. They were out here celebrating. They were partying. They were doing what they want to do. All right. They were having a cake and eating it too. They were putting you in slippery situations. All right. But that's okay. Like, you moved on, and you're not going back towards them. All right. And again, I'm going to read this too as confirmation for when springtime comes, because what you're doing is helping others. You're going to celebrate next spring. You're going to celebrate something. I feel like next spring is an anniversary to something you started this spring. I really feel that. And you're going to celebrate again 3333. That's my confirmation. You're going to celebrate something. It's like a 1 year anniversary for you, for something you're doing, for your wisdom. You're being wise. You're using wisdom, using discernment. All right, you're using your power. You're making wise choices. You're seeing the truth about everything. You're using the truth. You're giving good advice. You're looking at life from all angles, and you're exploring everything. You're exploring that magic in life. You're using your sense of humor. You're deciphering the mysteries of life. You're being insightful. All right, you're doing everything that you can. You're realizing that what comes up come down. You're being educating. All right, you're not repeating cycles. You're recognizing, you're seeing the cycles of life. All right, and you're deciphering the cycle of life and how life works. Thank you, spirits, for giving me that. You're seeing the cycle of life and how the cycle of life goes. All right, and you know that good comes. All right, you're not allowing unfaithful, disloyal people to come into your life. All right, you're not allowing them to hide behind the makeup, the artist. You're not allowing them to deceive you. All right, you're not allowing that. All right, again, there's somebody around you that's depressed. They're now seeing you. They tried to cover something up from you. They can't cover it up. You're seeing it. You've seen it. You could have dealt with a workaholic. All right, you could have had a workaholic in your life, or right now you could be a workaholic trying to reach your goals. All right. I feel like somebody that's going to try to come to you, somebody who's depressed, who now that was disloyal in the past, that wants to cover up that they're depressed, that's now seeing your worth, that's very playful, want to come to you, and they might want to tell you they want to rebuild this relationship with you. But I feel like right now you're focused on your money, your chochos. You're focused on reaching your goals. You like I said, you might be a workaholic right now. Like, you don't have time for them. All right, you see them for who they are. You see them and you don't have time for them. You don't want to give in to them. You see them as some type of green-eyed monster. Like, you don't see them as a loving thing anymore. All right, you don't see them as being harmless anymore. So when you see them, they're not friendly and harmless. So you just don't want to deal with it. All right, you see them as being a codependent person, a clingy, needy person, somebody with substance issues, somebody with addictions, somebody who runs from problems instead of trying to fix problems. You see them as somebody really a needy person. All right, you see them very clearly now. There's no more hiding. There's no more deception. Like, you're on it. You're deciphering. You're seeing the truth. All right, you have clarity. You're receptive, and you're communicating exactly what you see. Like, you're not holding back from them. You're not sugarcoating, and you're not trying to say, hey, you're not pretending. You're telling them, no, you're telling them how it is, what it is, and when it is. All right, that's it. How can I close? Because this is a great reading. Give me I know what I'm going to close with, guys. I'm going to wrap this up with the Angel Divine Oracle message. You know what? Give me a shadow work, because I didn't give you one of those actually last couple of days. What did my collective have to work on? What have they worked on? Because they've come so far. I see they had the protection of Michael Archangel. They now have the strength and courage of Michael Archangel. A dark reflection. You guys went in and really did some dark reflecting. Like, you went in and you did some truth seeking. Okay, you liberated yourself. What else, spirit guys? Like, thank you. You guys did a lot of work. You did a lot. Like, you faced the battle within. You knew that you had some things you needed to work on. You did the inner conflict. You resolved whatever. If you had to deal with childhood issues, if there were abandonment issues between you, your father, your mother, if you felt like, you know what, I felt abandoned by one of my parents, you voiced how you felt. If you felt like you weren't seen or heard, you told them, like, you weren't there for me. I felt like you didn't acknowledge me. You didn't see me. You didn't love me. Like, you voiced whatever it was with whomever, whether it was a relationship, you told them how you felt. If it was a parent, you told them how you felt. Whatever went on, like, whatever you were hiding, you faced it. You faced that battle, okay? And you started healing. Some of you may have started healing through art. Maybe you started journaling. Maybe you started drawing. Maybe you started reading. Maybe you started getting adult coloring books, maybe you started molding, anything artistic, painting, singing, listening to music, like whatever, dancing, whatever. You became creative with the way you were being expressive, okay? Maybe you did a user channel like me, I don't know, but you're now a wounded healer, all right? You've healed whatever wounds you had, all right? You've healed them. And since you've done that, you've come through now, you have broken whatever chains were holding you back. And that's why you're moving forward, okay? You're moving forward, and that's why you can turn your back on those people that no longer serve you, because now you have a growth mindset. Now you are resilient. You don't have those self-limiting beliefs anymore, all right? And that's why you're moving forward, and that's why you don't have time for this. You don't have time for this, and you're protected. Give me my divine oracle message, please. I'm so proud of you, collective. Listen, 454 changes. You guys made the changes, okay? Embrace change and take courageous steps to unlock opportunities for personal growth and spiritual transformation. You made the changes within yourselves. You made up your mind. That was the first change. You made up your mind that you're done. You are done, 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 done with people thinking they can talk to you any way they want, do you any way they want, treat you any way they want, and that you're going to accept it. That was your first change. The second change was you decided, I'm going to do something about it. And you did, okay? And you're still doing it. You're putting you first. All right, you're placing boundaries. You're shutting the door. So you're making the changes, and I'm so proud of you, collective. And now you're in your renewal phase. 890 renewal. You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. You're in the renewal phase, okay? You're renewing yourself. You're coming out as a new person. You've made those changes, and it says renewal, but sometimes I feel like I hate to really say renewal, because it makes it seem like you're not who you were, and it may be in some sense we're not, but I feel like sometimes we are who we were. We just go through situations, relationships, and we pick up battle wounds, and sometimes when we're in the midst of those battle wounds, we don't see things clearly. We forget who we are, and we just stop believing in ourselves or being authentically ourselves because we're carrying those wounds. So I think that sometimes when you make up your mind that, no, I am going to stand up for myself, I am going to set these boundaries, and I am going to do this, we actually get back to who we are, our authentic selves. No apologies needed when you're being authentic for yourself and setting these boundaries. So even like they say, renewal, I don't think it's so much that you're a new person. I think that you finally decide, I'm going to be me again, my child baby. And I don't want you on the screen. But so you're renewing. You are. Thank you. Go put it out. I don't want you on the screen. Go, 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 go. Go. Thank you, baby. Go put it in there for the kitty. Okay. So it's a renewal of your spirit. I think a renewal of spirit. 4202 when I say that. And so you're just going back to believing in yourself and knowing that you can do anything that you set your mind to, So this is my reading for you for today. I hope it resonated with you. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. This will be my last reading for you for today. Family duties. And sending you love and blessings always. Thank you.